Hello, my name is Mike Carbon and I'm one of the founders of Aidar and Cognitive Digital. We are focused on tools which bring the knowledge and enable people to achieve more with less learning, so be more effective, save time. And today I would like to show you the current functionality of Aidar.Skills. Aidar.Skills is a system for virtual reality and augmented reality learning where you can create your own trainings by yourself and have an extensive tool set for all these purposes. All this functionality is multi-language, and you can collect the information about the users and execute all trainings. So let's start with the practical example. So first, you see the login screen. To make it easy, in virtual reality we have a PIN part, so you edit your 3 digits and you log in, and the digits are changing every time and you get the information. You choose your lesson, and we download the lesson only for you, so we don't deliver in the application all the content. So this makes it more flexible. The application is not big, we can put it in the App Store. So now you see the first steps about the learning. So you see your instruction. This practical training is done for Daimler, for Mercedes-Benz. So here's an assembly line for one of the diesel engine. So in the blue you see what you have to do. So this is a training mode. In the training mode we explain you how to put or which step you have to execute. There's like every step is like 70 seconds, and in 70 seconds you have to execute all the steps here. Afterwards we will improve, or we will make the precision of the steps which you have to deliver, the position where you have to put all the elements higher, and in the end you don't see any hints like green, blue boxes. You will see just only what you have to do. So let's see, we have you have to collect 2 elements. You put to the element here. This is the ending position of what you have to achieve, and then the second one, and you see like a vignette around, which is telling you like a more like an unconscious green that what was executed in a perfect way, and red it was like some errors. So now we are starting an animation. So the machine which is positioned the screws is automatically going down, but meantime you can still start or continue with your training, and here you have to put some oil on the pump before you put it inside. So you see here the progress, you see the position, then you have to position the pump in a correct orientation, and then you have pins or screws which you have to put in a correct position, and use the Makita tool to make it like a pre montage of the screws. If something goes wrong, you can go back. You can go steps back on your navigation. So now you see here all the steps executed in the correct way. We put the whole navigation in your on your wrist, on your clock, so it is easier to read. And if you have some reading disabilities, you can correct it by putting the menu more closer to you or far away, so the size of the fonts will be bigger or smaller. So this is a very convenient way. So you see here the blue one, so you know what element you have to take and in which position you have to take it. And now we put it in the machine, and here you see the position, and now we start the machine, which we put all the parts together. Usually you don't wait for the moment until it is connecting all the parts. You will continue, but in this case it's more like for demonstration purpose, so we wait for the animation. But during the learning it is important that we have this simple animation, because for the trainee he will like a real time, not a real time, but a real experience or a real imagination what happened on the machine. And this is all about if you're new to the company and you will expose to a lot of signals, and you have like a stress because somebody is watching you and explain you what you have to do. Then all the stress factor don't help you to learn, and you're afraid that you broke something and the next guy is in the queue. And here in virtual reality, so you're alone here. You can get somebody on the screen on with you in the environment, but we don't have to. And you can execute all the steps, measure your time, become better and better. And then if you go on the real station, you will get all this information. And in the training center, usually you have like a 4 or 5 station, but it is not like exactly surrounding you will have. You learn only like what about. So now you see how we create this kind of training. So we have a web application where you can log in as an administrator. As a user, you see another view. So here's the login screen. And now I'm adding a new training. So I give like a description and a picture and save it. So now you see we have two trainings. And now to every training I can add resources. So it's like a picture, 3D element. So usually we get the content from the CID system, and here you see an element in 3D which we added, and then afterwards you will see in the content editor we can use this element to build the whole scene. So here is the place where you get your PIN if you want to log in. We have a web application with all the user management, and you can add the user to the training or to the lesson, and you also see the progress, the success, how good it is working, how much time, how many tries it was done, and also the translation, so you can translate the training, all the stuff to multiple language. And then you have a list of training and lesson, and you can decide who will see it. So now let's switch to the content editor. The content editor is using our Aidar.Skills editor. So on the button you see the timeline. So we're adding lesson steps, and we're adding steps like move, hit, use the tool. This is kind of steps. So on the left side you will see all the resources you have seen before, which we upload to the web application. So it can be done by other team, which is the 3D graphic designers, and they are just interacting with the web UI and adding you new tools, new 3D object. So it could be like the external company which was doing this for you. So now you see in augmented reality, after you have the whole stuff in virtual reality, you can go to augmented reality and show only the elements which are moving from one side to another. So it is like the adjustment phase after the VR training, that you still get your information. You have your muscle memory already trained, and then you execute all the steps. And the last research was done with in healthcare area, when it was for medicine students, and they have learned how to execute a procedure in virtual reality, and the comparison group was executing the same based on reading about it and have like a small videos, and the percentage of people able to execute this procedure afterwards, after the VR training, was 80%, and the percentage of the people which can execute the procedure after reading was 0%. So whatever the truth is, and is like individual, you see like a huge difference. And with this kind of tool we have, you were able to create in easy way trainings for your company. So thank you for your attention. Bye bye.